as we have entered May and April showers month is hopefully done. I hope you enjoyed all of the shows we did last month talking about water and the effects of water on your property and the things you need to do to protect your property. Um, this week, and after this week, we're going to take a little time out, a little hiatus, and hopefully, Lord willing, we'll be back in June. But today we're going to talk about, and moving forth over the next few shows, we're going to be talking about autos, auto insurance, auto this, auto that, auto. Today I want to talk about auto warranties. We have a new product that we are offering called RK Auto Warranty. Um, it is like any other auto warranty, prayerfully though better. I know when you go buy your new car at the car dealership, that you first thing they want you to do is to get the warranty, and then they want to sell you the extended warranty. Um, a lot of times we overlook it, we say we don't want it, mostly because a lot of times we misunderstand what the warranty is for, like insurance. um, Insurance is not designed to pay for the small things, the little wear and tear. It's designed to pay for catastrophic losses. It's designed to cover things that um, are not in place. Um, but your warranty, okay, your warranty is the same way. It's designed to cover those big things on those cars that could cost a couple $1,000s or even several hundreds of dollars. It's not designed to replace your car radio or the door handle if it comes off, unless the door handle came off as soon as you left the lot. And then I'm sure if you just turn around and drive back in there, put it on. But it's designed to cover those big things that can be extremely costly and could affect how you take care of or maintain your car in the long run. So I understand we have two callers. Can we take Joanne first? Joanna? Or no? Can we have Dolores then?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. How are you?
Okay. So when we talk about insurance, the warranties, and you saying that I think that there's so many car insurance warranties that's out now. Do you take care of the high tech like Mercedes and Jaguars? Are they included into the insurances?
Absolutely. Actually, there's an article in S&P Global Mobility that says that it is really the high-ended vehicles that really need the extended warranties more, because when their main or major systems break down, it costs a lot more than your vehicles that are usually put together domestically. So yeah, so let me tell you what it covers. It covers, of course, the engine, and also turbocharged engines. It covers transmission. It covers the front wheel drive and the rear wheel drive, depending on which one applies to you. It covers air conditioning, engine cooling, steering, the suspension, which is the rear wheel steering components. Covers brakes. Now, brakes, there's a caveat with that. It'll cover the master cylinder, assist booster, wheel cylinder, the valves, but it won't cover the pads because that's a wear and tear. So yes, it's really designed to make sure that we're covering those really high-end vehicles. But this is the other part of it. It also includes rental car or alternate transportation reimbursement up to $250. It also includes trip interruption up to $450. And it includes towing. But
Does
that
it
has,
include?
go
I'm
right
sorry.
ahead.
Does it include would it include a rental car while your car is being repaired?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, it would. So it says, in the event
Oh,
your
that's good.
vehicle is in need of an overnight covered repair, you may be reimbursed up to 5 days at $50 a day for rental car or alternate transportation reimbursement expenses you incur. Alternate transportations include taxi, car services, ride share, train fare, or bus fare. You must pay for the rental car first and submit your expenses paid in full receipt with a copy of the qualifying repair, and it will be put in for reimbursement. So yes, ma'am, it's not a direct bill like an insurance claim, but they are willing to reimburse up to $250.
Right. I just, you know what my problem is that I'm an older person and I have been driving for so long. And you get these warranties, and the first thing if something happens, it's like, oh, this is not covered or this is not covered. But in your warranty, you have just what is covered. So anything that happens to the car, it has to be under that.
Right. It is actually a 6-page detailed layout of everything that's included under each category. And that was, so I had what's that warranty company? The one that's Car Shield? Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I don't
car
mean to bad
shield.
mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't mean to bad mouth anybody out loud. But that was one of the issues that I had with them, was that it was difficult to determine what was actually covered under each category. And it was easy for them to say, oh, well, we cover this, but we don't cover that. Or you should have called us before you went to get the car fixed. Right. So my husband's car had an issue with his starter, which was covered under the policy, but I should have called them before I went to get the car fixed, instead of going to get it fixed and then sending them the report from the mechanic. Even though they could talk to the mechanic and he could tell them in detail, it didn't matter. They wanted me to go to their facility and have it checked out. This particular plan doesn't require that. As long as the request for reimbursement is submitted within 45 days of the repair, and it is
So
included.
you
Mm-hmm.
Are you saying if I have a Mercedes, because I like to take it to the Mercedes shop
Right.
because they have the parts. So if I have a Mercedes, it would be okay that I have my Mercedes repaired as long as whatever needs to be done, say the transmission, that I can take it to the Mercedes shop to have it repaired.
Absolutely. In fact, a part of their plan states that you can take it anywhere you want to take it, to any shop you want to take
Oh,
it. There's also no time limit. So meaning if you purchase the policy today, you can take your car somewhere 2 weeks later. And
okay,
if
okay,
it's a covered if it's a covered service under whichever level, and there are 3 levels. There is the bronze level, the silver level, and the gold level. And I would say the gold level is probably, we just did a test quote this morning. The gold level is probably about $100 a month, or a little over 100, depending on the vehicle and the amount of miles currently on the vehicle. Those are the 2 things that affect the rate. There's also no mile limitation. So it doesn't matter how many miles you currently have on it. Um, the policy is active, I believe, within 72 hours.
okay, okay.
Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, it will not cover for accidents, because that's one of the things that gets really confused. If in fact something mechanically happens to the car and it covers and it causes an accident, it will cover for if it's a covered item, it will cover the mechanical part, but it will not cover the accident part. You still have to file an insurance claim to cover the accident part. And so those are two
Right.
different issues, right? And not
Right.
just like an insurance policy, it's not designed to cover everything, but it is designed to cover those major things that can affect
Right.
or. Mhm.
Right. So this, and I'm just thinking because a lot of times I remember one of my cars, and I know you're saying I'm thinking now I have a Mercedes, but back in the day, let's say I had a smaller car. I had a Toyota. So what what happens if, let's say, I needed an engine repaired on my Toyota, and like 6 months later I need a transmission repaired? Would it do both, or am I limited to a certain amount of money?
According to them, there are no limitations. Let me see. I'm going to read the instructions. So on coverage level. Okay, so there are different coverage level, covered repair, for which we are authorized to payment obligation to you and repair. I don't see any limitations in here on whether or not there is a set amount they will pay out per year.
Okay, I see. Yeah, right, right. But so you are third party with this company, because I thought
I
it was from
am.
your. Okay, all right.
Yes,
So
we
the
are
rule
providing the
not to.
coverage through our office, but yeah, we're not the actual warranty company.
Okay, all right. So do it say how many claims you are allowed in a year?
No, I'm
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 sorry. If
I'm,
you
I'm
need,
looking through it right now. Mandatory customer pay inspection
if
period.
you need a little, that's my husband that's listening in too, and
Yes,
he wanted to know how many claims you are allowed in a year.
I don't see anything that indicates. So let me go back up here. Base monthly payment. Let me see. Business use, commercial use. Let's see. 7-day trial period. Understand. Okay, right. It will not cover pre-existing. That's normal. Mandatory customer. Okay, I don't see anything that indicates a limitation on monthly subscription, monthly connect. There is a trial period, and then there is an inspection period, which is 45 days, even though the policy does start immediately. I don't see anything in here that indicates the number of claims that can be put in per year. Nothing here that limits that. Prevent. Okay, maintenance. There is a requirement that says the vehicle needed to have been previously maintained. Like you need to have your maintenance records so they can document.
Okay.
Right, they can document the state of the vehicle from the last time it was maintenance to now. So there is something in
Okay.
there that says must maintain verifiable receipts showing purchase of all parts, materials necessary to perform maintenance services, along with statements showing that the date and mileage on which they were performed, and may require you to submit proof of maintenance services when a claim is filed. And failure to do so may result in denial of coverage. So that's that. Let me see.
So when you say that, what is a maintenance fee for an engine? Are they asking for just you having regular checkups? I mean, what are the
Well,
things
when
called checkups?
you go in, yeah, when you go in and get your maintenance check done and your oil change done, and they do like what they call
Right.
it, 21 point evaluation. And so yeah, when you go in and get that done, you just need to keep your records. This is when I went in and my mileage was here, and this is what they said, and this was working fine here, and this was working fine there. Your routine tune up.
Oh, okay. I got it. I got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, and
And
I think
so
as long as you
now,
keep those records, yes, ma'am.
so I have another question. So if I have, is the price and the payment of the warranty is different from a Toyota than a Mercedes,
Oh,
right?
I'm pretty sure, yes.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
So,
sure.
but
But we can get you a quote right now.
um, no, because my husband was sitting over here. I'll wait till talk with him afterwards to see what he says about that. I think it's a good thing, especially like, and it has to be a different because a Mercedes they'll charge you a lot for repairs versus a Toyota, so it has to be a difference. But you guys have a quote if need be, or you'll tell a person. Like if I was to come to you, I would definitely ask like if that versus my truck, how much difference is the quote for a warranty for my truck and a warranty for the Mercedes.
Right. But
Yeah.
it also determines what else affects the rate is also how many miles you have on
Oh,
it.
oh yeah,
Because you
yeah,
know,
yeah.
right, because the car that's got 150,000 miles on it is gonna be, wear a lot more. It's gonna be cost a lot more than
Right.
something in a car that's got 60,000 miles on it. Yeah, definitely.
Okay,
Mhm.
okay.
And a lot of and it's going to cost less for you if your vehicle is still under the original manufacturer warranty. It's always good if you're looking at getting an extended warranty, honestly, to get it before the manufacturer warranty runs out.
So
Especially like
so
if
that
you. Mhm.
would it be so I hear what you're saying to get it before the warranty run out and they start sending you have 90 days, 60 days. So would it be are you saying that it's better to continue with the old warranty?
Well, if you purchase the extended warranty when you purchase your vehicle, and let's just say your warranty goes up to 60,000 miles or 5 years, right?
Right.
At year 4.5 or at 50,000 miles, you should be looking for an extended warranty company. One of the statistics that was in S&P Global Mobility stated that the cars in the US are lasting longer. The average age of the car on the road is 12 years. It's one of the reasons, and we're going to talk about this in another month, why there's a shortage of used cars now. Because first of all, the car market has gone crazy with the cost of vehicles skyrocketing, especially post-COVID. And then secondly, um, people are keeping their cars longer because frankly, the cars are actually being built better. So you're able to
Okay.
maintain them and you're able to keep your car, it used to be you kept the car for 5 or 6 years and then you went and got another one. That was back in the 90s. Now the app you keep your car for 12, 15 years because you can keep it in
Right.
pretty good condition that long.
Right. And the other thing is that longer than that, if you get your warranty and your warranty says what it's supposed to do, if
Right.
something happened and you repair your car, it's a lot cheaper than something happening and you have to buy a new car. So
Absolutely.
I definitely getting a warranty for your car.
Absolutely. Well, thank
Yeah.
you so much for calling. Is this Joanna or Dolores?
This is Dolores.
Thank you so much for calling, Dolores.
Okay, okay. You have a great day.
You
Anything else
too.
I need to do to get my free warranty?
No, just call into the office at 443-660-7131. I think we have another caller coming in, Linda. Hi, Linda.
Hi, how are you?
All right, how are you? Thank you for calling into the show.
Okay, it's good to get to talk to you. I'm not sure exactly what we're talking
Well, we're
about
talking about,
warranties.
yes, we're talking about vehicle warranties and we're talking about why we should get them and the coverages under this particular company that we have just started working with. RK auto warranty, some of the coverages that are included, and why you should get a vehicle warranty if you have an older car. Did you have
But
a
when
question?
you know how,
Mhm.
huh?
Go right ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, but if you have already, like, I guess you know how you get the warranty, 5 years, it's up, and they send you your letters and say you need to renew your warranty. But the bad thing about that, and I don't know how you guys' warranty works, but a lot of times they don't want to pay for what's going wrong with the car. They'll say, well, we don't cover this, we don't cover that. So then you put out all this money, and you still end up for warranty now, but then you
Um,
still end up paying for everything that you need fixed on that car.
I agree. I was just talking about a warranty company that I was previously with earlier in the show. One of the things they tell you that if you get a phone call from a company saying that your warranty is up and they're calling you to extend it, it's a scam. They tell you
See,
that,
that is my thought.
yeah, the legitimate warranty companies that truly honor what they are put in place to do so will not be calling you on a robocall.
Okay.
So
What
just look
about
out,
letters?
and my husband gets a million of them. I'm sorry, what you said?
What about if you receive a letter that
You
says,
it,
you want extended coverage?
if it's not from the company you were previously with, I suggest you research the company is from. There are some pretty stable warranty companies out there that are known for providing the service that they're supposed to provide. The other thing is that you want to get the detailed sheet of what is covered and how that is defined. That's really, really important because they may say, we cover your engine, but they only cover the left side of your engine. I mean, I'm saying that because I don't know many things about engine. You know what I mean? Like they cover this,
Right,
that, like
right,
for example, our case says we cover your gasoline engine, right? Engine block heater,
right.
cylinder block, lubricated parts, including craft shank, rods, main bearings, cam bearings, expansion plugs. So they're like literally listing everything that's in covered. And frankly, if it's not on the list, then you know it's not covered.
Right. And
Like
I'm telling you, 9 chances out of 10, it's always going to be something that is not on that list.
it's possible.
hmm I'm telling you, and a different topic as far as with insurance is just like you pay all this money every year for house insurance,
Right.
and then when something happens in your house, they never will. It's like, well, we don't cover this, we don't cover that, and the same thing
Well,
because I've just had experience as well with cars insurances.
right. I agree. I mean,
Now,
this is one of the reasons why I do this show, so that you can be
mm-hmm,
informed about what should and should not be on your policy and understand that it's not always best to shop for price because
right,
the insurance company, frankly, the one that sometimes costs a little bit more is usually the one that's actually doing their job because it costs to be able to cover people's accidents. It
okay. So you
costs to
saying
be
that?
able to cover people's homeowners claims.
Right,
And
right.
and one my favorite call-in person, Brother Carlos, he always says, if you want to know what kind of policy you have, read the exclusions. Pull out your policy documents. If you don't have it, call your insurance company and pull out the policy documents. Usually the words that are in there is what is included. If you have questions about what some of those things mean, you can always call the office and we'll be happy to go over it with you. But usually a good
Mm-hmm.
indicator of whether or not you have a good policy is number one, do they list in details what's covered and what is in the exclusion section?
The exclusion section. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to check that out because I just find that you carry these insurances, and then when something happens, it doesn't pay for everything. Now, what about, especially with these car insurances? Is that a topic we can, with car insurances?
Absolutely. We
You
can
know,
talk about that. We're going to do a whole month on car insurance in June. So you can go right ahead. Yes, ma'am.
okay, because when if something happens to your car,
Mm-hmm.
you get in an accident, and they're going to fix it. But meanwhile, even so, I will say they will. Some insurance companies will, reimburse you. But at the same time, you have to put up front anywhere between $300 and $500 to get your car fixed, depending on what's going on with it. What happened with the car accident. But that's still a lot of money. Don't you think $500 is a lot to have to put out of pocket?
Well, I think that the $500 deductible, which you don't have to have, you can have as low as a $50 deductible. It just costs more. But the $500 deductible is designed to deter, to encourage people not to put in small claims. Because if
Put
not,
in small
people will be
claims.
claiming everything.
Oh, I never
You,
thought about it that
you
way.
know
But
that little ding,
yes, I
that
guess
little
you got a
ding you
point.
got on your car in the parking lot.
Uh-huh.
Yep, you'll
Yeah.
be
Now,
claiming
see, I
that.
wouldn't even fool with something like that. Yeah.
Right, but
Me
see, you
personally, I
wouldn't, but
would.
people have.
And that's right, true. And then they'll want to say, well, something else happened, which happened a year ago, and they'll say, well, this is included too.
Right,
So I
exactly.
so
And so
yeah.
that's why the
So
$500 deductible is there, is designed to encourage people not to put in little tiny claims all over the place, because then the industry would be going berserk. And you put in too
well,
many claims, you end up losing your policy anyway.
absolutely, they certainly will. They
Yep.
will take it right on away. But
Yep.
yeah, car insurance is just. And one more, I'm going to ask this real quick. Now, suppose when you rent a car when you're going away, right?
Hmm.
And they always offer you car insurance.
Right.
But meanwhile, and I've been burnt. Listen, I got burnt once, and I said I will not do this again because I really wasn't aware. They say, well, you need to take this policy out on your car that you are renting, from the rental car place. But
Right.
meanwhile, you already have car insurance that you are paying for, all year round. So if
Right.
something does happen to the car that you are renting, or that you're renting to travel out of state. Now, in your car insurance, because they say a claim is a claim, I guess, in your car insurance supposed to pay for that?
Your car
I mean,
insurance,
your
your car
personal.
insurance can be extended to a temporary replacement vehicle as long as the replacement vehicle is a private passenger, like a car, not like a U-Haul. So it can be extended.
Right.
However, if you get the insurance for the rental car and there is an accident, um, or an
Mm-hmm.
incident where you damage their vehicle. Mind you, when you get the rental car coverage, you're only getting comp and collision. You're not getting liability protection.
Right.
And so if you
Right.
do something
Okay.
that's your fault, it's going to go back against your insurance policy anyway. However, they're providing coverage so that their vehicle can be fixed and repaired. By getting the insurance at the rental car agency, you are actually keeping that incident off of your record with Nexus Lexus.
But if you don't carry that insurance, it automatically goes onto your personal car insurance record.
Right. If they have to file, that's right. If they have to file a claim through your personal car insurance, it goes on your record.
So if you do get their rental insurance, it's just you and the car rental place, not
That's
with your
correct.
car insurance.
That's correct. Yes, ma'am.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
ma'am. All right, we're gonna
Uh-huh.
have to take a station break. We'll be
Okay.
right back. You can stay on the line and we'll keep talking. We'll be right back. Thank you so much. This is your insurance guru.
Okay. Okay. I don't think I have anything else. I was just curious. I was going to tell her, and Dolores was just on there.
Yes,
I'm a
ma'am.
call dealer.
All right, you got
Hello?
two other call. Don't forget you have two other callers, Ramona.
I got two other callers.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much for
Well,
calling
Miss
me.
Ramona,
Yes.
I am fine. Thank you so much for the info. I
Yes,
appreciate it.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right now.
Okay. So we'll
Bye.
take.
Okay.
All right.
One of the callers just hung up when she hung up, but you got Dante on the line.
Okay, Dante. Are we ready to come back?
After your commercial plays.
Okay, I can't hear the commercial. And so we're on a break talking to the podcast. And that was so exciting. So if you have not thought about getting your warranty, talking to the podcast, then this is the time to call. You can call in at 443-660-7131 to the office and get a quote for your new vehicle warranty. It is wonderful. What you think, Taylor? You gonna get a warranty on your car?
I think so.
Absolutely. It really does cover a lot. And it covers hybrids and plug-ins. It says onboard computer system, all relays, sensors, ECU and ECM. That's the electronic control units, electronic control modules, driver information displays, controller, electronic throttle controller systems, AC
All right,
charge.
you back live. You ready to
All
go back
right.
live?
All right, DMV, thank you so much for listening. I'm so glad we are here today talking about vehicle warranties. We're going to be talking about auto, nonstop, all the way through the end of June, prayerfully, Lord willing, and the creek, sunrise and the creek don't rise, or whatever. How you know. We got a caller, Dante.
Yes.
Hi,
Hey,
how are
how's
you?
it going today?
All right,
I'm doing excellent. I'm doing excellent. So I wanted to first and foremost say I love this show topic, but I'm basically a car concierge. Like I've been selling cars for over 20 years for the most part, and realistically, I basically try my best to look out for our people with the automotive purchases. Like I have or you could check on my page, Immaculate Car Deals on Instagram. Basically, I always educate people on how to purchase, how to save the most money, better interest rate, so on and so forth. And I can basically accommodate any type of vehicle for the most part. I actually offer a service right now where we have an unlimited engine and transmission warranty. You get what I'm saying? On luxury cars. Most people offer stuff like a warranty, an unlimited warranty at like I've worked at all the big dealerships like Toyota, Infiniti. I've worked at all the big ones for the most part. They offer stuff like that on cars that are like rinky-dink cars, for example, like a Malibu. Not to say it's a bad car, but like a Chevy Malibu. You know what I mean? That's inexpensive to fix. I do my research for people because, like I said, I've been accommodating a lot of people with vehicles for years now. So a lot of guys call me. I take them to dealer auctions, but in reference to getting financed, because everybody doesn't have the cash up front, the biggest fear for our people why we don't buy luxury cars is because the warranties, just like what you're talking about today. We actually have Mercedes, BMW, Range Rover, and they actually have the Motor Trend engine and transmission warranty for the life of the vehicle. Mm-hmm. Not just the life of the loan, the life of the vehicle. You get what I'm saying? So like I said, you can reach me at, so like I said, I would definitely like to touch base with you because I can send clients to you. The whole point of the way I do business, I like to refer clients. I refer my client to you to do insurance, and you can refer clients to me. I could do special orders, Range Rover, Mercedes, anything. If I don't have it in stock, all we have to do is basically look at it, get it inspected, bring it in, get it inspected, and you would be able to get the car the same as you would at Mercedes or anything, like an accredited dealership. It's not a special place that you're getting it. This is an accredited dealership, been here for years. And like I said, you could give me a call. I'll tell you my number. It's 301. If anybody has any questions, and that's the thing too. Sometimes people just want to ask a question. I don't mind. You can call me, ask me questions. I own tractor trailers too, so I'm always in the truck driving for the most part. But I meet my clients. I make sure that you're happy. If you're not happy, then I'm not happy. That's one of my mottos. I make sure, because our people get the butt end of the deal all the time. I'm
Yes.
talking about. I know a lot of ladies that has 600, 680 credit scores, which should make you get at least. I'm gonna go with a 15% interest rate or lower, and they
Right.
walk out of dealerships with a 24% interest rate. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
Oh,
so
I
if you had
agree
called
because,
me, I
well,
would have been able to tell you.
the salesperson gets a little kickback if they get the interest rate up higher.
Well,
Right.
that's more like the finance manager. That's why I
Right.
said
The
it's
finance
not the
manager. Right.
salesperson. It's the finance manager. So a lot of people don't understand that when they send you in the box, that's basically the boxing ring, and you got to know how to maneuver. Like sometimes even I go with clients, even if they're not getting a car from me, maybe they're in a rush, they have to get a car, they don't have a moment, but they want a brand new pickup truck or something like that. I may still be able to accompany them and help them out and save some money. Some deals you can't make money off of. It's just like if you were working at a dealership. Every deal you're not going to make money off of. They might offer you $100, and you're sitting there from 12 to 12. So that's why I kind of figure, how can I still accommodate my people? And I mean, anybody. It doesn't have to be a black person, but at the same time, like I said, our people get the short end of the stick a lot more. A lot of them have repossessions on their credit and so on and so forth. And if they don't, they still, even my mom, she bought a Ford Windstar maybe 20 years ago, and she bought it for almost 20 grand. That car was probably about $5,000 at the dealer auction. So nowhere it should have been sold for that much. Probably should have been sold for maybe 10 grand, but it's called predatory selling. And that's one of the things that they do to our people a lot. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'll give you my number. It's 301-383-6058. And like I said, if anybody has any questions or looking to get any type of vehicles, like, feel free to give me a call. And I'd like you to give me your number. So I think, is it 443?
Dealership located?
Ricestown.
You in
Right by Owens
Ricestown?
Mills. So like I said,
So you right down
right
the
by
street
Owens
from
Mills.
us.
So like I said, yeah, and like I said, it's best. Like I said, call me, because like I said, I'm gonna walk you through the whole process. Any vehicles or anything like that, let's just say you were just like, well, I don't want to finance. I just want to get a car. I can get the vehicle directly from the dealer auctions for you. You get what I'm saying? So I can accommodate any automotive need. Like that's my real dream,
Well,
to always
Dante,
be able to help people out.
I do have a young lady in my office who is looking for her first car. She's about to go to college, and she is looking for her first car, and she has saved up some money to do this. Okay, but listen,
Awesome.
we are also.
So listen, let me just say to you.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry to cut you off. Let me just say to you, this is another thing for all my people that may be sitting home or whatever. I pay $100 cash referrals at minimum. So that's just for you. You referring her to me. If she gets her car today, you get a cash at $100. This is not a joke. This is not a game. You can look at me on Instagram. You can call me. We can FaceTime right now. Like, I don't play. This is 100% what I really do. So I give referral fees because it's not just because everybody needs money, but just to make sure that I stay on your mind. If you think about it, somebody needs a car, give me 1 second. Let me at least call Dante and give him a fair shot. Because 9 times out of 10, I'll be able to accommodate.
We are actually looking for a sponsor for this show. We are looking for a sponsor for this show. That's what I do. And we are trying to find a dealership. Actually, we've been calling dealerships for 2 months where we can go out possibly at least one time in the month and broadcast from the dealership. Okay.
Well, like I said, I think I have your number. Is it 443-670-7131?
It's 660-443-660-7131.
Yeah, like I said, let's start my partnership right now.
Yes. So what is the name of the dealership?
Right now.
Okay, well, we're gonna sign you up right now.
Like I said, call me.
What is the name of the dealership?
Immaculate Car Deals on Instagram. Okay. Immaculate Car Deals. Go to Instagram and you'll be able to see.
And it's located in between Ricestown and Owens Mills on Ricestown Road.
Ricestown.
Is it near the Target?
Just give me a call. I'm sorry?
She asked if it was near the Target.
Is it right there?
Before you get up there to Target. Yeah, before you get up there to Target.
We know exactly where it is. You're literally 5 minutes from us.
Yes, walking distance.
Yeah, 100%. Like I said, let's rock and roll. Let's help our people save some money with their vehicles. And like I said, engine, transmission, unlimited warranty, lifetime of the vehicle.
Okay.
On Mercedes, on Range Rover, Honda's Honda Accords and stuff like that. Those are inexpensive engines and stuff like that. But
Right.
realistically, I'm talking about luxury cars. Most of these places out here, they offer an extended warranty, but it's not on luxury cars. And most of our people want to do what? We want to drive luxury cars. But we are always a little nervous and apprehensive because we think about it like, how much am I going to have to pay if something goes wrong? Now, as long as you're getting your oil changed properly, so on and so forth, and like I said, we have a shop on site that does that stuff also. So like I said, reality, you can't lose with me. And the reality is I work with numerous dealerships. Like I'm not just only a one person. I'm kind of like a walking CarMax, like a black Carvana in a sense. Like if you call me and let's just say that I can't get you the 2019 Ford F-350 dually. I have another dealership that I'm partnered with that I can get the vehicle. If you wanted to pay cash, we can go directly to the dealer auction and get the vehicle. Like I said, I don't play none of this stuff that I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. That's me, Dante. I don't do any fluff. This is no joking. Like I said, you go to Immaculate Car Deals right now on Instagram. That's me, 100%. I do not joke around. I'm not playing. If you send me a deal and they get bought today, you get your money right there on the spot. Right there on the spot. Instagram will send you your money cash, 100%. Like I said, I own Tractor Trailer, so I'm always on the move sometimes. But like I said, I get the deal done. I deal directly with owners of dealerships, so it's not like you have to just deal with this salesperson or something like that. You're dealing with me, 100%. And this is honest to God. I'm a God-fearing Christian young man. Like I don't play, and I wouldn't lie about anything like that. And like I said, we can move forward. I'll sponsor the show. Like I was basically going to get a show there too, but like I said, I will sponsor it however you want to do it. And let's start helping some people out, saving people some money. Church people go through it a lot. People that go to church, they're probably the biggest victims of predatory sellers. And I'll say that because I used to work at car dealerships, and when we used to see women come on the lot, they used to say head crack. That means she doesn't know anything about the car. She doesn't know anything. She's just coming on the car to get her head knocked off, and they call it a head crack. You get what I'm saying?
Well,
And again, like I said,
when I first got into insurance, Dante, I sold it was Universal Ford on Liberty Heights. Mickey Bowers used to be a football player. I sold cars for a year and a half for him while I was selling insurance. And it is pretty predatory, and it is of course the industry facilitates that because the industry is cutthroat. All you get is a quota that needs to be met, and if you're not moving a certain amount of cars in a certain way, then they're going to start limiting the amount of vehicles you have access to. Simple as that.
And I'm not going to say it's a problem with making a profit. I'm not saying dealerships shouldn't make profit because, of course, the dealerships I work with, they're going to make a profit. But the reality of it is, if you're basically selling a car to a person underwater, it's almost like the real estate game. You remember what they did to, quote unquote, the black community. They sold a lot of those houses and they were already underwater. So you couldn't even basically refi once things started to level out. You know what I mean? So again, those are the things that I make sure that you don't go through. Why would you buy a 2013 Honda Accord for $22,000 when the day you drive it off the lot, you're already underwater? You already couldn't take it to CarMax and get your money back in any way, shape, or form. You would need $10,000 to give it to CarMax. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm not going to say I know it all, but I probably know it all. You get what I'm saying? And if I don't know it all, I guarantee within an hour or so, I'll have the answer for you 100%. Like I said, I have owners that call me to find out, how do you do this? Yeah, honest to God. I'm being honest. I'm not even joking. I'm not being facetious. I'm probably like a real car guru. Like I've drove probably every car out here but a Lamborghini. That's probably the only car that I probably haven't drove in a Rolls Royce. You get what I'm saying? Like I've bought almost every car out here, drove them all, and sold them all. I haven't sold Lamborghini, I haven't sold Rolls Royce, but I have middleman the deals. So, like I said, the most dealerships out here, either they know me or, like I said, I've brought deals to people. So I've been in everything and I've sold them all, and I know the tricks behind the situations. In reference to when I say the tricks behind the situations, I mean in reference to certain cars that you buy aren't to be driven every day. Certain cars have qualities that it might not be good for a young man to drive because it's too fast or stuff like that. Those are the things that people need to know. And insurance tricks. Like you work insurance. State Farm, so on and so forth. There's a car that I would be able to tell a person, oh, no, don't get that because it has the V8 engine and a supercharger on it. Your insurance is going to be skyrocketing.
It's going to be
because
like
if it crashes,
the
they have
Dodge
to pay.
Charger.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like
Right,
a
so
Dodge
look,
Charger. But if you get the base model, you'll be fine. You know, but if you get the RT Hemi, the Hemi and the SRT, then it's going to be higher because it's a race car for the most part. That's basically what it is, the race team.
All right, I got a question from Facebook. I'd like to know if insurance. I said I got a question that came in from Facebook. Hold on. I'd like to know if insurance on an electric car is cheaper than a regular car. So yes, the insurance on an electric car is cheaper than a regular car, because the wear and tear and the mechanics on it is a little bit different. I have an electric car. I love them. Love it. Love it, love it, love it.
I love them too. But the reality of it is, one thing you got to let your clients know is that the insurance is based off of where you live. So if you're in Baltimore, that same vehicle is going to have a higher insurance because there are more people. You understand what I mean?
Well, it's the insurance is based off of 20 different factors. Where you live is one of them and a big one. But the type of car,
predominantly, like, cause
the type of car, how
price
the car
of the car,
responds in an accident, your age, whether or not you married, do you own property, your credit score is actually probably the biggest factor in insurance today, your credit score.
Yep, but also, let's just say in Baltimore, more cars get broken in than get broken in Anne Arundel County. Like, I used to do it all the time. I buy a car from the auction and I instantly go get a quote. But I had a place in Baltimore and I had a place in Anne Arundel County. My Anne Arundel County quote was at least $150 less. You get what I'm saying? And that's because there are less people, there are less likelihood of those same situations to occur as opposed to in Baltimore. So again, like I said, my whole MO and my whole purpose of doing this is to educate people. You know, educate people, but now to make sure that our people can enjoy the same benefits that everybody else does. I also can assist people in buying a car through their business. That's another thing a lot of our people don't know about. We don't know how to really use your Dun & Bradstreet number to be able to get a vehicle purchase. We have LLCs, but we don't know what to do with it. We just have a regular checking account, and we put our money in a checking account. But do you have a Dun & Bradstreet, which is your business credit?
Dante,
you know?
last year we did a whole show on understanding how to set up your commercial business, and we will be doing something similar to that probably in July and August again. We did, especially when we were talking about the EIDL and what was available and how to set up. And some people think that commercial auto insurance is sometimes more expensive than personal. Actually, sometimes, most of the time, it's not. If you own a business and especially if you're using that vehicle for your business, at least 80% of the time, it can be less expensive to insure that under a commercial auto policy than a personal one, because the rating factors.
Yep, and that's why a lot of people have these G-Wagons. A lot of people wonder, like, how do everybody have a G-Wagon? Because those vehicles weigh over 6,000 pounds, and Trump and them put in a clause that if your vehicle is over 6,000 pounds, it can be totally tax deducted. You know, just like I own a tractor trailer. My vehicle, the entire cost of it can be tax deducted, or you can amortize it over 3 years, 4 years, or 5 years. So if I paid $60,000 for my truck, I can amortize that over those years, as opposed to just trying to take the big hit this year, whereas it won't have that much of an impact unless I made millions of dollars or something of that nature. So like I said, it's just, like I said, I listen to these shows all the time, and we don't have anybody that calls that really shows us what to do with the money, how to manipulate the money, and how to continue to keep it going. You know, everybody, I'm a financial consultant. I'm not a financial consultant, but this is what people do. They call, I'm a financial consultant. But okay, so how can Black people keep the money? What can we invest in that's going to show us how to generate more money?
Well, our show is all about creating financial and intelligent consumers, that you understand how your insurance, how the products that are out there work and what they should be doing, and how you can maximize them to take care of what you need to take care of. So, Dante, I appreciate you calling. We will talk. Absolutely. Thank you so much for calling in. We're going to talk to you shortly.
Okay. Can I give out my number one more time?
Go right ahead, Dante.
All right. It's 301 383. Yeah. 301 383 6058. And like I said, I can be found on Instagram, Immaculate Car Deals, Twitter, all that stuff like that. So, like I said, Instagram, Immaculate Car Deals. My name is Dante. My phone number again is 301 383 6058. $100 cash referrals. You don't have to do anything. And definitely give me a call whenever you get free, man.
Absolutely. Don't forget, you guys, my audience,
Right.
please check out Dante in Ricerstown. He is selling cars, and the gentleman seems to know what he is talking about. Absolutely. If you are looking for a vehicle, especially our graduating seniors that need to go off to college, you're looking for a vehicle, you guys head to Ricerstown. And once you get to Dante's Immaculate Car Dealer, head on up to RJM Farmers Insurance Agency. We are right up the street, so we can take care of your insurance. We have many different opportunities.
And tags.
Oh, and tags. Yes, we also do tag and title. How could I forget? And we also are doing travel packages. So come and see us. Absolutely. Give us a call at 443-660-7131. We sincerely appreciate it. Today has been on vehicle warranties. We're going to be wrapping up in the next 5 minutes. And I do appreciate you calling, Dante. Absolutely. 110%. Listen, if you do not have a vehicle warranty and you have a vehicle that's older than 6 years, I recommended earlier that you start shopping for vehicle warranties before your current warranty runs out. You do want to get one that's going to cover as much as possible, and that's going to give you detailed information on what is or is not covered. If you go to the RK website, ARKAY, you will see details about what is included in each category, not just a general list. And we cover engine cooling. And then you don't have the information on what is and is not included. We cover steering. And it's literally detailing it out specifically on what is and is not covered. They also cover towing and jump starts. They cover flat tires with an inflated spare, fluid delivery, which includes oil, water, or gas, lockout assistance. All of this is included in the emergency roadside and towing package. They also have rental car. They cover up to $50 a day for up to 5 days for your vehicle that is being repaired overnight. And you need a temporary replacement vehicle. And remember, you rent a car, your insurance will extend to a temporary replacement vehicle. But as I stated earlier, if you decide to purchase the insurance on the rental vehicle, then if you decide to purchase the insurance on the rental vehicle, it will protect you from being charged if in fact there is an at-fault incident. Or you damage their vehicle or ding it, or some of the things they claim in any way. So I used to tell people, don't get the insurance, don't spend the money. Now I tell people, get the insurance, because the more insurance you have, the better you are protected. And if there is damage to the rental car, but it is not an at-fault accident, I don't know, let's say you back up into a fence or a pole, then you will be protected. The vehicle will be repaired, and there won't be a ding on your insurance record. And that's important because you don't want your regular insurance going up because of an incident you happen in a rental car. So it depends on what's in your budget and what's in your pocket and what you can handle. The warranty also covers trip interruption. In the event of a breakdown resulting in a covered repair, we will reimburse you for your motel, hotel lodging, and restaurant expense incurred, providing you are in excess of 100 miles from your primary residence. Such expense shall be limited to $150 a day and $450 per occurrence. Reimbursement is limited to downtime for covered repairs and ends at the date of repair completion. All receipts must be submitted to us within 45 days of the incident. So there was also a question earlier about whether or not there was a limit on how many claims you can put in a year, and I don't see anything here, and I've read through this entire thing. Let's see, the contract will not pay any repairs covered by any claim for vehicles used to competitive driving, any claims for business use, any claims for commercial use, any breakdown caused by misuse, abuse, negligence, any breakdown caused by contamination, hazardous waste, limited liability for damage to property, injury, no any personal expenses. I don't see anything in here. And it does limit pre-existing conditions, any breakdown caused by acts of crime. So this is the thing.
Running out of time.
Yes, sir. If you
Running out.
want questions, just give me a call. I'm at 443-660-7131. I appreciate so much for listening. Hey, this is Ramona Jones McClain, your insurance guru. Thank you, Dante, the car guru, for coming on. I will see you next time. We are out.